Did you know that there might be plastic in our brain right now? But don't worry, we're going to go over some preventive measures in this video so you can minimize your exposure. My name is Anthony, and for those who don't know me, I'm a licensed acupuncturist and a personal trainer with over a decade of working experience in the industry. Since I was a child, I've been passionate about sports, health, and longevity. I'm dedicated to both learning and living what I teach. So my mission here is to help you to live better and not just longer by focusing on health consciousness, disease prevention, and to extend our health span, which means how well we live while we are alive and not just how many years we accumulate. And today's topic is about the hidden dangers of microplastics and endocrine disruptive chemicals. And you might have already heard of them before. You might have worries and concern, but you might not know how to protect yourselves. So this is the video for you. And this topic is very personal to me. Like several years ago, during a trip to Portugal, my partner had an anaphylactic reaction to these mosquito repellent candles in a restaurant that we were dining in. And this experience really opened my eyes to all these dangers in our environment that we might not be able to see visually. So let's break down what microplastic and endocrine disruptive chemicals, also known as EDCs, are. Microplastic are formed by breaking down of a large piece of plastic through the oxidation process. But they can also be added to the fibers of our clothing, as seen in synthetic fiber, and also in personal care products. Anything that's petroleum-based is a good telltale sign that it carries microplastics and chemicals. You can also use this app called Think Dirty to scan barcodes that will show you ingredients that are harmful to our body. And EDCs are being carried by microplastic into our environment as well. And you might have already heard of some of these EDCs, such as BPA, and their substitute are called BPS, BPF, PFAS. You might have heard of it before. They're in water and also called forever chemicals, and phthalates, insecticide, herbicide. These are all examples of endocrine disruptive chemicals. The endocrine system is a network of glands and hormones that regulate our body functions, such as our metabolism, heart rate, brain function, reproductive system, and etc. These chemicals are really everywhere. They are in any clothing that are made of synthetic fibers, car tires, non-stick cookware, bottled water, to-go coffee cups, canned foods, food wraps, printed receipts, furniture and paint, personal care products, and so much more. Before we continue, I want to give credit to Dr. Rhonda Patrick and her podcast, Find My Fitness. You should go check it out. She has a very long episode, over an hour long episode, and it brings my awareness and attention to look at this study from Sao Paulo, Brazil, which shows that the microplastic accumulation is also happening in the human brain, which is rather alarming because we don't know what the long-term impact could be and its correlation to the development of Alzheimer's disease. So we definitely should be paying attention to microplastic and EDCs right now and do our best to protect ourselves from exposure. And there has already been studies that have shown that microplastics are in different vital organ systems, such as placenta, bloodstream, heart tissues, our gastrointestinal tract, and various vital organs such as the lung. It's really alarming. And there is also growing evidence that shows the health impact that correlates to the microplastics and BPA exposure, such as fetal development issues, delayed childhood development, and autism spectrum risk and ADHD, especially to children whose mothers had high BPA exposure during pregnancy. Other health impact is increased of cancer risk, cardiovascular disease, and so much more. So I know that was very heavy and a lot, but here is something that you can do to protect your family and yourself. Install a reverse osmosis water filter, which can filter out all the microplastics and the chemicals that come with it. But after that, you have to add back the trace minerals that are essential to our health because they are also being stripped away by the filter. Drink out of a glass bottle instead of a plastic bottle of water. Install a HEPA air filter, which can also filter out the microplastics as well. Reduce your exposure to high traffic areas with a lot of cars, keeping your home clean, which can also clean out the microplastic dust. Never heat food in a plastic container because heat will increase the leaching of the chemicals that comes out of the plastic. So no heat. And use a glass container or stainless steel container. Regular exercise and sweating helps excretion of these toxins, so keeping our glands open to allow the chemicals to come out. Wear clothing that are made out of 100% natural fibers. Otherwise, we can also be absorbing these chemicals through skin contact, right? Avoid the handling of thermal paper, which is in the receipt. If you are someone that has to handle receipts all the time, wear a nitrile glove to protect your exposure. Keep your liver and kidney healthy by avoiding alcohol or other toxin-heavy substance. Eat a fiber-rich diet, and especially food that are high in sulforaphane, which is in broccoli sprout. I know that this is a lot of information and might be very overwhelming, but remember that changes require awareness, and you don't have to make all these changes at once. Find what's manageable for you and build from there. You're already taking the first step by watching this video, so it gets your attention and your awareness, and the changes will come whenever you feel ready. And lastly, if you know someone who said that they are sensitive to chemicals, please acknowledge what they're saying because it is very real and it can be very serious for them. If you find this information valuable, please subscribe to join a health conscious community here on the channel. And if you want to learn more about my work and my services, you can go on my website, anthonywongwellness.com. Please like this video and share with someone. And if you learned something new, please leave a comment to share what is the first changes that you're going to make. I look forward to see you in the next video. Thank you.